State Rams. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He's got it. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So the Colorado State Rams offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
New set of downs after the completion. Handoff to the lone back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. The Rams have their offense in high gear. Looking for room. It's Lincoln. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Rams with the 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lincoln. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. He's looking to pass. Takes the easy completion. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Rams. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shoved him out of bounds. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Catch in the middle, it's Robbins.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll run play action. Here's the shuffle pass, it's complete. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Robbins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Grabbed in the middle, it's Robbins. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. This is a designed run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. Nice little curveball by the offense.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
But when it's a play action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for room. It's Lincoln. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Got him downfield. Brings it to the open on the left. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Colorado State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Michigan State is going...
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. And the Rams have this offense rolling. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Rams will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Eighth play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Pulls and fires complete. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Rams can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had...
Sprinting away! Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Turning it on! Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Give to the single back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that...
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, defensive play... See where the ball...
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. There he goes! Gets out of bounds after the big game, and they've got it 1st and goal.
The name of the game is trying to pressure the quarterback. These bootlegs do a really good job of moving the quarterback's launch point. And then guess what? Now he gets to run the football. So he gets outside the pocket, makes guys look silly with his speed, and gets big chunks of yards like it's nothing.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Here we go. Looking downfield, it's Strickland. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Colorado State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robbins. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Strickland. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on.
Bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Rams are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Unleashes one. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Strickland. There's the pressure. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And now they'll have to dial something up on 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Colorado State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense. To it. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 30. He's going to lay it. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the
go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Strickland, scrambling away. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rams! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Colorado State takes over. The Ram offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still...
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To the air on first down. Connection to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Rams in a good spot here with second and short. Got his man quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Looking downfield, it's Strickland. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a third and long. They'll go right back to it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third. And the Rams just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off play action on first down. Quarterback adapting. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Colorado State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Let's go. The give and tick, 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 tick.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Rams with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense...
He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying out to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team has shown early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.